So, moving on, I will now discuss the forces that owners can use to discipline managers. So basically, ito yung mga mechanisms na pwedeng gamitin ng owners na mag-encourage ng mga manager na mag-work hard. So first, we have yung incentive contracts. An incentive contract is a type of agreement that motivates someone to work harder or make better decisions by linking the rewards like pay or bonuses to their performance. So, basically, itong incentive contracts, it is the agreement between the owners and manager wherein owner or yung owner is nag-offer ng additional rewards, not just rewards but also penalties based sa performance na ginagawa ng manager. So, ang logic dito is that if alam ng manager na the harder they work, the more they earn. So, they will be more motivated to make decisions that can increase the company performance. Yes. So, next, example pa lang ako. So, example is imagine ako as a cafe manager. So, as a cafe manager. So, instead baga na fixed salary lang yung matatanggap ko is yung owner ng cafe is parang nag-offer siya sa akin na magbigay ng bonus if ma-increase ko yung sale ng cafe in a month. So, So, since yung income ko is nakadepend directly nga sa effort na ibibigay ko sa cafe na yon. So, I'll be more motivated na mag-work hard o mapa-increase yung sale kasi nga makakukuha ako ng bonus after that, yon. Next, we have here the external incentives. External incentives are rewards or punishments that come from outside a person to motivate them to act in a certain way. They influence behavior by offering something desirable or threatening something undesirable. Ang example nito ay money. In terms of money is yung bonus, salary increase, and commission. So, in terms of recognition naman is yung awards, praise, public acknowledgement, and in terms of punishment is yung mga fines, demotions, and losing privileges. So, itong external incentive basically is yung mga reward or incentive na nanggagaling sa mga outside factors such na itong example dito. Tapos, nagagamit to encourage or to not just to encourage but also to discourage certain behaviors ng isang individual or ng isang manager. So, yun. Yan, reputation as type of external forces. Reputation. Managers build a reputation by working hard, which costs time and effort. This reputation helps them get better job opportunities in the future, so they may perform well even without a performance bonus. So, itong reputation is that ang logic dito is managers often work hard to build a good reputation so that kasi alam nila na if they have a strong and good reputation is that kahit konti lang yung bonus or yung income na na-earn nila ngayon is that alam nilang yung reputation, if they have a good and strong reputation, is makakatulong sa kanila in the future na makapag-secure ng mas better ng job. Better offer, it can help them secure higher positions in the future. Yun, ganun. So, next. takeovers as types of external forces. So, if a firm isn't run to maximize profits, investors may buy it and replace management. To avoid this risk, managers work harder, even with a fixed salary, to keep profits high and protect their position. So, dito sa takeover naman is, ano siya, it is where yung investors is binibili yung company na hindi na ma-manage ng maayos. So, alam ng mga manager na if hindi nila na-manage ng maayos yung company is that outside investors might take over and pwede silang mapalitan. So, ang example ko dito is that cellphone company, yung Xiaomi. So, if yung manager ng Xiaomi is hindi nag-work hard or hindi niya na ma-manage ng maayos yung company nila and yung sale nila is nag-drop. So, parang yung outside, yung other investors, yung other company like kunwari Samsung is pwedeng bilhin yung company ng Xiaomi. So, if mangyari yon, if nabili ng Samsung yung Xiaomi, yung mga employees, yung mga managers within the company is pwedeng palitan. So, to avoid this risk to avoid this kind of risk is yung mga manager is nag-work hard, they put their best effort or nag-work hard sila para para maging mas competitive pa yung company nila. So, yun. So, let's proceed to the manager-worker, principal-agent problem. The principal-agent problem isn't just between owners and managers. It can also occur between managers and their employees. Even if a manager earns a share of profits and wants high productivity, they cannot watch every worker all the time. So, workers may prefer to gossip or take breaks. So, the manager must find ways to motivate employees not to share. So, to avoid yung mga problem ng principal agent, tapos manager-worker, tapos principal agent problem, meron mga solution, which is ito. First, yung profit sharing. Profit sharing is a mechanism used to enhance workers' efforts that involves tying compensation to the underlying profitability of the firm. So, basically, ito yung dito sa profit sharing is yung pay ng worker is nakadepende siya sa, kagaya nung kanina sa chart, nakadepende siya sa profit ng firm. So yun, yung pay is nakalink sa profit ng company, which is yung sa profit dito yung sales minus cost. Sales minus cost na siya. So kunwari ay example is yung bakery. Yung bakery ay nag-earn siya ng 200,000 in sales. But after i-deduct yung mga cost, kunwari yung mga ingredients, electricity, or salaries, yung pag nabawas na yung lahat is 50,000 na lang. So if ang scenario is yung workers ay may 10% share doon sa profit, edi 10% times 50,000 is yung profit share ng worker is 5,000. So, dito sa profit sharing is minomotivate nito yung mga worker na mag-sell ng madaming bread. But mag-sell ng madaming bread, but also mag-reduce ng waste and save on ingredients kasi mas malaki yung cost, mas mababawasan yung profit, mababawasan din yung pay nila o yung income nila. Yun. Second is yung revenue revenue sharing. So it is the mechanism